everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. I'm Charlotte from ICP Desk International Marketing Department. Today, I'm going to talk about build a cloud-based energy management platform for low-carbon smart manufacturing. I will share about some case studies and solutions provided by ICP Desk. So now let's get started. First, I would like to ask you one question. If you want to save energy, what should you do first? Use energy efficient lighting or turn the AC on at a higher temperature? Let me ask you in another way. When you want to lose weight, what should you do first? You should weigh yourself first. You need to set on a scale to weigh yourself first to know your weight, so that you can set up a goal, a weight loss plan, and to evaluate the result. Likewise, when getting started on energy saving, what should go first? Measurement should go first. Collecting and monitoring the data can help you understand the status of energy consumption and set up an efficient plan to achieve energy saving. Data acquisition and monitoring is ICP Desk's strength. In ICP Desk, we have many different sensors to collect the different data, which can help the customers to do the data recording, such as voltage, current, temperature, humidity, CO2, PM2.5, liquid leak, power consumption, etc. And now, let me introduce some energy management solutions which ICP Desk provided to our customer, how we use our cloud-based energy management platform to help our customers achieve remote monitoring. First case study is about water supply monitoring system in India. In order to solve the problem of uneven distribution of water resources and achieve their efficient use, in recent years, the government of India has committed itself to the management of water resources. The traditional water resource monitoring method was to install a PLC at each water supply system to collect information obtained by sensors about water flow, water pressure, and water level. However, because the equipment was located in places remote from each other, it was difficult to get the real-time data and control the water supply system centrally. Therefore, the customer decided to use IoT cloud method to transfer the collected data to the monitoring center and remotely monitor the status of 250 devices in real time via 4G while maintaining the original structure. So we use ICP Desk's WISE5231 and 4GE edge controller to send the data collected by PLC to IoTstar Cloud Management software, which is installed in the control center via 4G wirelessly communication. In this case, the customer uses the IoTstar to collect the equipment status data from sensors which are connected to WISE controllers, then store the data in the database and display it on the dashboard. The management personnel can monitor the real-time status of the water supply systems in the field remotely and achieve the goal of preventive maintenance. Second case study is about solar power plant monitoring in Thailand. The government of Thailand has already installed 150 solar power plants in Phuket and its surrounding 32 outlying islands in the southern region to collect data on power generation and equipment status. The customer wants to use IoT technology to transmit data from each solar power plant on each remote island via 4G to the control center in Phuket. We provide a cloud data visualization solution to our customer, which uses WISE5231 and 4GE combined with IoTstar. In this case, the customer uses IoTstar to receive the solar power plant data sent from the WISE, then import it into the database and display it on the dashboard. This solution allows the customer to monitor the status of the equipment on a remote island at the same time, which can achieve the goal of remote monitoring and reduce the time and the cost of sending personnel to the field. Third case study is about the wind turbine foundation monitoring system in the UK. The customer is one of the leading specialist asset maintenance contractors for buildings and structures operating across the UK, primarily providing comprehensive asset refurbishment, repair, and regular maintenance services. Due to the large weight of the wind turbine, the soil underlet becomes loose, which leads to the distortion of the turbine foundation. When the distortion of the foundation increases, it can lead to an unplanned shutdown of the wind turbine, further affecting the overall operation efficiency and increasing the maintenance cost. In the past, the client had to send someone from the staff to the field to record wind turbine vibration data. However, it took too much time and effort. Therefore, the customer decided to use IoT technology to wirelessly transmit machine vibration data to a monitoring center in London. Therefore, we provide our customer a cloud data visualization solution. On the wind turbine field terminal side, the WISE 5231 and 4GE transmits the collected data to the control center via 4G. The control center then can implement preventive maintenance by analyzing vibration data to prevent wind turbine failure in the future, thereby reducing maintenance costs. Through the case studies, we can tell that recently, more and more customers are interested in remote monitoring and IoT cloud. And there are many IoT sensors and related solutions on the market. So what is the difference between ICP DAS and other companies? And what is the strength of ICP DAS? Nowadays, most of the IoT cloud structures on the market are traditional two-tier structures. However, the disadvantage of a two-tier structure is that a large amount of data will be sent to the cloud at the same time and implement the data analyzing and logic operation on the cloud. It will not only consume a lot of network traffic, but also increase heavy loading to the cloud and cause slow responses outside. If the network is disconnected, the entire system outside will even be shut down directly. So to avoid this problem, ICP DAS provides a three-tier structure of IoT cloud, including edge computing layer to improve the lack of the traditional two-tier IoT cloud structure. The edge computing layer can be responsible for the logic control in the field. Except for reducing the loading to the cloud can also get faster responses in the field. It can also avoid system shutdown caused by internet disconnection and reduce data transfer costs. ICP DAS provides two series of edge controllers, WISE and the PNC. The following, I will introduce the features of our two edge controllers. About the features of ICP DAS's WISE series edge controllers, first is easy to use. The WISE series products have a built-in web interface, which allows users to log into the module through a web browser and to easily set up configurations without additional software or programming skills. If-then-else logic rules. The built-in if-then-else statement adopts an intuitive and logical approach of human. This part, I will explain more details later. Support various sensors in I/O modules. The WISE series products support ICP DAS expansion board, remote I/O modules, and Modbus protocol, which can easily meet various requirements in different applications. Support 4G mobile network. The WISE series products support 4G wireless communication, which can solve the problem of wiring. Data logger. The built-in data logger of the WISE series provides the data recovery function. When a network failure occurs, the collected data will be stored in a micro SD card and resent to the control center after resuming from network outage. Support real-time alarm notification. The WISE series products support email, SMS, Line, and WeChat sending notifications. In the event of an error, the alarm notification will be sent to management personnel immediately. Support various IoT communication protocols. The WISE series products support various IoT communication protocols, including MQTT, Modbus TCP, Modbus RTU, SNMP, and FTP protocols, and support commonly used IoT cloud platforms. The WISE series products support the Microsoft Azure and the IBM Bluemix cloud platforms, and it also has the Microsoft Azure certification. Now let's back to if-then-else. If-then-else is an important and useful function of WISE. With WISE, no programming is required, nor a development environment. All you need is a mouse to click the settings and to edit the control logic. So what is if-then-else? Before we talk about if-then-else, first you can think about one question. What to do next when things happen? This is a way of thinking when humans encounter problems. When you feel thirsty, you drink the water. And when you feel hot, you turn on a fan. It's the same logic for if-then-else. Now let's see some examples. When someone opens the door, the light will turn on. Now, I will show you how to set up the control logic. What we see now is the WISE building web. First, we need to set up a condition at if. Then click DI and set up the status of DI as on. Here we suppose the DI means open the door. And then we go back to the home page. Now we can see there is a condition. And now we are going to set up an action of then. And click DO. Then set up the status of DO as on. Here we suppose the DO means turn on the light. Then we back to the home page. And now we can see there is an action here. And now we are going to do the same thing for else. Here we set up an action and choose DO. However, here we set up the status of DO as off. And now we complete the control logic. When the DI is on, the DO will be on. Otherwise, the DO will be off. So when the door is open, the light will be turned on. So as you can see, we can complete a control logic without any programming and development environment. And here are all the parameters we can use for if condition and then else action. PMC series products are especially for the users who want to monitor the power information. PMC series products have the advantage of WISE and can integrate with ICP-DES single-phase and three-phase smart power meters and provide several functions such as statistics and analysis. ICP-DES also provides the PMD series, which have an additional touch panel for on-site power analysis and debugging. PMC series products provide real-time data recording of electrical equipment and the daily power consumption statistics, which can be used to manage production efficiency. The supervisory unit can understand the power consumption status of the machine from the reports. And PMC series products also provide the demand forecasting function. It will first analyze the power consumption in the past period and calculate the predictive power consumption in 15 minutes. This function is very useful for the users who have signed the contract capacity. For example, when PMC finds that the demand forecasting will be higher than the contract capacity in 15 minutes, it will send the alarm notification to the management personnel and uninstall some unnecessary devices automatically to reduce the overall power consumption, which can avoid the excess demand penalty. On the other hand, when the demand forecasting is lower than contract capacity, it will switch on some equipment to increase production capacity. PMC series products also provide yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily reports. Users can view the reports on the browser or export it to Excel format. PMD series products are ICP-DESK edge controllers for power management with a touch panel. PMD series products have the same functions of PMC, but with the touch panel, users can easily understand the real-time power consumption status and set up the system parameters in the field. Now let's talk about the cloud. Why do we still need the cloud after we have edge computing layer? Actually, the cloud and the edge computing layer can help each other. For example, there is a massive storage space on the cloud to store the data, which is beneficial for big data analytics. Cloud also has the features of high reliability and high scalability. Users have no need to worry about data loss due to hardware failure. In addition, the cloud can be accessed anytime and anywhere, as long as the internet is connected. Because of the increased need of the cloud, ICP-DESK has launched IoTstar and provides an IoT cloud solution. And now I'm going to introduce what is IoTstar. IoTstar is the cloud management software. You can download IoTstar from our website and install it on a PC or a public or private cloud. You can also choose to install IoTstar on a cloud-based virtual machine such as Azure and AWS to reduce the cost of hardware and electricity and have no need to worry about failure of hardware. Once the installation is complete, you can have your own IoTstar server. Now, what you need to do is connect your IoTstar with the edge controller. And IoTstar supports voice, PNC, and PND. IoTstar provides a web interface. Users can enter IoTstar simply via the web browser without installing any additional software. IoTstar has 5 major services: remote access service, sensor data service, dashboard service, report service, and bot service. Now I'm going to introduce the 5 services. First, remote access service. Maybe you have the experience like when you try to connect to a device which is in another local area network, or try to type the IP of a device which is connected to a mobile network, and you failed. This is because the IP address used by these devices is virtual IP, and the virtual IP cannot be accessed from the external network. So now there is a problem. How can we set up the configuration or monitor the data on the built-in web page of WISE or a PMC remotely? With IoTstar, you can solve this problem. With IoTstar's remote access service, users don't need to worry about the network environment of the WISE or PNC controller. whether the controller uses a static IP, dynamic IP, virtual IP, or a physical IP. With IoTstar, the management personnel can perform status monitoring and system settings remotely. In addition, IoTstar allows the users to update the firmware of edge controllers with a simple click. Users only need to go to IoTstar's web page and click Update. It can automatically download the corresponding model firmware of the remote controller and update. It's very helpful for the users who have several edge controllers. It can not only help the users save the time, but also ensure to update the right firmware. Sensor data service. IoTstar can collect the data from the sensors, which are connected to the edge controllers, and store it in the database. One of the strengths of IoTstar is that it supports data logger. When the network is disconnected, the collected data will be stored in the edge controller's micro SD card. And when the network is resumed, all the data will be sent to IoTstar and be imported into the database. And another special feature of this service is that users can also execute a secure command to control the I/O modules for the database. For example, turn on the light. When IoTstar receives this secure command, it will demand the controller to turn on the light. It allows IT personnel to use secure commands to control I/O modules directly without learning industrial protocols such as Modbus protocol. It's time-saving and allows IT systems to integrate with OT quickly. Also, the database of IoTstar is open for access to third-party services. Users can develop their own websites and collect the data stored in the database, then display it on the dashboard. Users can also develop their own applications to control the device, which are connected with the controllers. In addition, IoTstar can also be integrated with some data visualization tools, such as Microsoft Power BI or Google Data Studio, or it can be integrated with SCADA or HMI. Those are all the benefits of using an open asset database. IoTstar supports several databases, including the top 3 most popular databases of today. They are Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server. And the market share of the 3 databases is 62%. Such popularity allows IoTstar to easily import the collected data into the user's current database or integrate with their ERP or MES system. Dashboard service. IoTstar has a built-in data analysis interface, which can display the real-time data of different devices. There is also an energy and power data analysis interface, which allows the users to understand the power consumption status of their equipment. This data is very useful for the companies to evaluate the energy management, greenhouse gas emissions, and the carbon emissions. Users can also check the daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annually data, or compare the data of different periods, for example, today and yesterday. The data can be displayed in the form of a round chart. For example, the green one is the power consumption of yesterday, and the red one is the power consumption of today. And you can see the power consumption and the carbon emission or growth rates on the right side. Besides the basic data analysis interface, IoTstar also provides dashboard service for advanced users. With the dashboard service, users can build a situation room with visualized data, which enables the management personnel to quickly understand the on-site situation. The dashboard service has built-in various widgets which allow users to design their own dashboard, such as pie charts, gorge, or bar charts, and the different widgets will continue to be added in the future. And each widget can be freely resized or relocated. In addition, the parameters of the widgets can also be adjusted. Let me show you some examples. For example, this is an example of indoor air quality monitoring. And our dashboard also provides night mode, which can reduce the eye fatigue. And this is an example of energy monitoring. And this one is environmental monitoring. And there is a special widget here. It's video event list widget. Video event list widget can display the event captured by the on-site iCam series IP cameras. In the event of an error, for example, the door is opened, the Y series controller will activate on-site iCam series IP cameras to capture real-time images and transmit them to IoTstar and display them on the dashboard. Report service. IoTstar's report service provides a statistical report for the parameters or the channel value of the I/O modules connected to the WISE, PMC, and PND. Users can edit reports on the web page. For example, here I can change the color of the title into red. The report can be exported to PDF or Excel file format. Last, bot service. This service allows users to check the real-time data anytime and anywhere for the live communication application. Users can not only receive the real-time image or video notification through line, but also can change the I/O module's output channel value. Our bot service provides rich menus instead of traditional chatbot and supports Android and iOS systems. Let me show you how to use this service. First, when we open the chat room in line, we will see the menu below. If we want to query the real-time data, we need to click the channel and the bot will show you the information. Here, we suppose AIO means concentration of CO2. So we can know that now the concentration of CO2 is 793 ppm. And if we think that the concentration of CO2 is too high, we can also turn the ventilation fan to improve the indoor air quality. What we need to do is click the DO channel, then the robot will ask what we want to change. And here we choose on, then the ventilation fan will be turned on. In addition, as the function we mentioned before, we can also receive the real-time image or video notification, which is captured by ICP-iCam series IP cameras in the event of an error. So let me summarize the features of IoTstar. No need to worry about the network environment of the controller. Users can access the configuration web page of controllers regardless of virtual IP or dynamic IP. Programming-free sensor data collection. With IoTstar, the historical and real-time data can be automatically imported into the database. In addition, IoTstar provides data recovery mechanisms. Therefore, the users have no need to worry about losing the data. Open database. The third-party software can access the database for data analysis and I/O channel control. Simple data display and analysis interface. Users can monitor the data directly through the browser. Personalized dashboard. Users can build a specific dashboard with various widgets available. Report function for sensor and power meter. Users can design a specific report which meets their needs and export them to PDF or Excel formats. And bot service. Users can query the real-time data, set channel values, and receive camera video events via the Line application. IoTstar has two versions, basic and professional. The basic version is free and has the same services with professional versions. The only difference is the number of the controllers supported. However, the dashboard service, report service, and bar service are optional, and we provide a 90 days free trial for users. In addition, we provide an IoTstar trial for users who already have a WISE or a PNC or a PMD controller. Users only need to apply on our website and will get an exclusive IoTstar account. This account offers a 90 days free trial. Users can experience the features of IoTstar immediately without any installation. And also it provides 1 GB database space to store sensor and power meter data. And it provides a full functionality, including dashboard service, report service, and the bot service. If you want to know more about the IoTstar trial, you can go to the website of WISE, PMC, or PND to get more information. And there is also the IoTstar Live demo, which you can try on our website. And if you want to know more about ICP-DES industrial IoT cloud solution, you can go to our website to get more information. Thank you for your listening, and don't forget to scan the QR code and complete the questionnaire, and we will send you the PPT file after the webinar.